Good morning, Pio Pico Palomas. This is Dr. Lupe Gomez, principal at Pio Pico Elementary. I've missed you, and I'm so sorry that I missed last week's Monday morning message. And this Monday morning message comes a little bit late, but I definitely want to make sure that we honor all of our students by saying happy birthday to them and that we celebrate our Scholars of the Week. A lot of important information, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, let's go ahead and say happy birthday to all of our April babies. So happy birthday, Gabriela, from Mrs. Villaseñor's class. Happy birthday, Emily and Robert. Happy birthday, Montserrat and Haley and Helen. Happy birthday, Caitlin and Joanna. Happy birthday, Madeline and Manuel. Happy birthday, Celeste. Happy birthday, Elena. And we also have Johnny, who will be having a birthday on May 1st, and also Roberto and Emily from Mrs. Guerrero's class, and Joseph and Dominic. So happy birthday to all of you from everyone here at Pio Pico. We wish you nothing but the best. May you continue to shine. So, hey, if you have a little bit of cake left over, you can come on over to Pio Pico and we'll celebrate with you. I want to go ahead and get started with the skills for learning. The last time we left off, we talked about what it means to listen right, and we also talked about focusing with attention, right? Today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about being assertive, and I know you've been talking about this in your classrooms with your teachers. So what does that mean, right? But first, before we get started to what does it mean to be assertive and how can you show your assertiveness in the classroom, remember that these are skills that we all need to learn because we're all learners, right? And as we learn these skills that we need for learning, and the more that we practice them, the stronger that our brain will become. And the stronger our brain becomes, the better we're going to be able to learn, right? And so these skills are really, really important. It's going to be kind of our bread and butter of everything that we do. And so now let's go ahead and talk about what does it mean to be assertive. So being assertive involves using an assertive posture. That means you're going to face the person, you're going to have your head up, your shoulders back, and your tone of voice is going to be calm but firm, and you're going to use respectful words, right? So, for example, if I forgot my pencil in the classroom, or maybe let's say my Chromebook is broken and the video camera isn't working, right? I'm going to just not show up to class, right? That's not a good option, right? Or maybe I'm going to tell my teacher, right, that my camera isn't working, and so I'm going to say, teacher, my camera doesn't work. Do you think that's be helpful right there? No, right? What we want to be able to do is make sure, again, we have the correct posture, right? You're facing the person, right, as much as you possibly can. Your head's up, your shoulders are back, your tone of voice, remember, will be firm but calm, and you're going to say, excuse me, teacher, right? My camera does not work and I won't be able to turn it on today, right? So you're going to be assertive, right? To make sure that you are getting the help that you need and the assistance that you need. If you forgot a pencil, if you don't have your notebook right, if you're not quite sure what page number you're in, right? Remember, we're not going to be whispering or talking underneath our breath, right? We're going to face the person that we're speaking to. Head up straight, shoulders back. Tone of voice is going to be calm and firm and respectful words, right? So being assertive means that you're asking for what you want or what you need, but you're doing this with a calm and firm voice. So when you're assertive in a respectful way, that's what we do in order to get what we want or we need, okay? So remember that whenever you want or you need something, you do need to be assertive, and we're depending on you to be assertive so that you let us know what it is that you want and what is it that you need in order for you to be able to have everything you need to be able to learn. And so you'll continue to practice this skill for the remainder of the school year. Can you believe it? 6 more weeks. You have 6 more weeks and the school year is already going to be over. But let's celebrate our Scholars of the Week. We have last week's and this week's Scholars of the Week, so it's a little bit of a longer list, but we want to make sure we honor all of our students. So first, we want to recognize Katie Peralta. She's from Ms. Jaramillo's class, and Katie is always ready for class. She does not give up. She keeps on trying. She enjoys sharing her ideas, and she takes risks by asking questions and answering questions that are posed by her teacher. She works daily on her letter names and letter sounds and numbers with her grandma, her mother, and her father. So she has a strong support system at home that's helping her to make sure she excels. And even when things get difficult, she keeps on going. Her growth mindset and perseverance are now showing the fruit, and she's blossoming. She has improved so much. So way to go, Katie. We also want to recognize Isabella Vasquez. She is from Mrs. Garcia's class. Isabella is a dedicated and responsible student. She participates in class and completes all her homework. She has a friendly, happy attitude that makes her a pleasure to have in class. Congratulations, Isabella. We also want to recognize Aldo Heredia. Aldo is from Mrs. Barragan's class, and he's a very responsible student as well. He completes all his assignments on time. He's very respectful towards everyone, and he's always willing to try his best. Way to go, Aldo. We also want to congratulate Daisy Bermudez from Ms. Alcaraz's class. Daisy does an awesome job of logging in and participating in class every day. She's organized and ready to learn. When she started out this school year, she was a little bit shy, but she is now growing into an amazing learner, and she's making sure that her voice is heard in her classroom. She's also responsible. She does all her online minutes and asynchronous assignments. Great job, Daisy. We are so proud of you. We have Victoria Betancourt from Mrs. Lizarraga's class. Victoria is always on time, and she connects with a positive attitude and ready to learn. She uses self-discipline to complete both her synchronous and asynchronous tasks, and she uses her teacher feedback to improve her work. Victoria is very respectful and likes sharing her thoughts in class. She's very friendly and enjoys collaborating with her peers. And I see that she has an Eagles shirt there, so go Eagles and go Victoria. We also want to recognize Julian Morales from Ms. Lizarraga's class. Julian has shown great improvement in completing all his tasks. He connects early and he stays online after class with his teacher to ensure that he understands the assignment and that he's able to complete all the assignments. Julian is always enthusiastic during our math lessons. He enjoys solving math equations and sharing his reasoning with his peers. He has an excellent attendance record and enjoys sharing about his home life. So way to go, Julian. From Mrs. McEwen's class, we want to recognize Jose Coreas. Jose Coreas is an amazing scholar. He has been able to quickly acclimate to Bio Pico. Jose is responsible and dedicated to his learning. He completes all his assignments and surpasses his online goals. Jose is always paying attention and he asks clarifying questions. He enjoys reading books on EPIC during his free time, and Jose also works well with his peers. We are very proud of Jose. And last but not least, we have Jonathan Guzman from Mr. Levin's class. Jonathan enjoys learning and participates in class discussions. He asks questions when he needs clarification about new learning. Jonathan treats everybody, including the adults and other students, with politeness, empathy, and respect. He uses the second step principles in his daily life. Jonathan works hard, monitors his own learning, and he wants to learn as much as he can. So way to go, scholars. I am so proud of all the work that you're all doing. Parents and students, a reminder, we are beginning our testing window. A lot of you have been already assessed through the month of April. We will continue in the month of May. Remember that there are many assessments that you will be taking as we close up this year. Parents and students, make sure that you are having a bedtime routine, that you're going to bed early. You need to be able to be restful in order for your brain to be alert and ready for the task that you have to tackle the next day. It's important to eat a healthy breakfast. Remember, try not to eat too much sugar in the morning. Some of our cereals have a lot of sugar, and it may get you very, very excited, but just as it gets you very, very excited, then you kind of tend to drop in energy as your sugar level goes down. So make sure that it's a healthy breakfast. Lots of protein in the morning will really help you to stay focused. Make sure that you're logging into your class on time. Make sure your camera is on. Some of the assessments that you will be taking will require for you to have your camera on. So it's really important that you just have the habit and the practice of having your camera on and that you complete all your work. Remember, if you're having any issues with your Chromebook, please make sure that you reach out to Mr. Mendoza. He's here to help and support you, and we can exchange the Chromebooks if we need to, or repair them if that's something else that we need to look into. Just as a reminder, with our testing, our TK through second grade students will begin taking the ELPAC this week. The ELPAC is the English Learner Proficiency Assessment for the state of California, and this assessment is taken once a year to evaluate the growth that English language learners are making throughout the year. So it's a really important test. It's a one-on-one test for TK through second grade, which means it'll be one tester and one student. This will happen during their instructional day. And it will all be taken, and we will complete the assessment virtually. So TK through second grade, you begin this week taking the ELPAC. And then next week, our third through fifth grade students will begin to take the MAP assessment in math, in English, and Spanish literacy if you're in a dual language classroom. So if you're in a dual language classroom, you will be taking the literacy assessment in Spanish and English. For those of you who are only learning English, you will only take the assessment in English. Remember, we want to see how much growth you've done from the beginning of the school year to now. So it's really important that you really focus and do your best. Make sure that you don't click too fast or that you skip some of the questions, and that you are very mindful and thoughtful of every question that you're answering. We want to see how much you've learned throughout this year, and then what are the areas that we can support you the most in. And let's see. Oh, that's right. I can't forget about this. COVID-19 vaccine. So SAUSD has partnered up with Rite Aid, and we have Pfizer vaccine clinics every Monday. So the new state guidelines allow for any individual that's age 16 and older to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. So if you haven't received your COVID vaccine, please let us know, and we'll make sure that we schedule an appointment for you to have your vaccine. The clinics run every Monday. It is the Pfizer is the vaccine that is being provided to people who register for the vaccine. It will take place at Segerstrom High School in Santana. If you need help registering for the vaccine, or you need more information, please contact Karina Valencia. She is our face worker. You can reach her at 657-253-0818. We're here to help you. We will need all of our community to be vaccinated so that we can all be safe. And the last thing on the agenda for this morning is TK in Kinder registration. It is still open. Please make sure that you register as we're planning for next school year. We need to know and plan for the number of classes that we will need for TK in Kinder. For that, you can call Rocio Reyes, or you can send her an email at rocio.reyes@sausd.us, or you can call us at 714-972-7500. Well, thank you very much for spending your morning with me. Let's have a great week, and I will see you all soon virtually. Adios.